that. So I told her that 10 of ladies was, she'll be back to the regular.
What up, boss dogs? What up, boss dogs? CurtisDonDeano. And so y'all know I'm a big fan of Vans and whatnot. So I went to go put on my skate. What these called? Y'all know what these was called? What these was called, Shay? No, they got a name though. I went to put on my Vans old schools. There we go. And I mean, when I tell y'all they fucked up, they are fucked up. Like, they've been through hell and back. They've been through a couple DIYs and back. But I don't know. I'm kind of cheap, so I just kind of refuse to buy another pair. Nonetheless, I say all that to say that I feel it be necessary that I still make use of these Vans some way, somehow. So this video will kind of be a video that we kind of figure out ways to. Can y'all just talk a little low? Just a little lower. So this video, we're just basically gonna try to figure out ways to repurpose our Vans. And this video can be used to repurpose a multitude of shoes. For this repurpose today, all you will need is probably maybe some safety pins, depending on the vibe you want to go for. I want to go add some gold to it, so I want to do a couple safety pins. Then I have this old t-shirt right here that has these patches on it. They're like army patches. I got these patches off of Amazon, so I'll definitely try to link you to the patches online. And last but not least, you just need some E6000 glue, I believe it's called. And that's pretty much it. But here, we're just gonna show you like a quick tactic just to cover up some things. You got some shoes with some holes in them, such as these. Wait, no, wrong shoe. You got shoes with holes in them. You got shoes that need some fixing. My best advice to you is to stay tuned. Let's see how we do this. So you see the holes. That's something we can't have there. Gotta get rid of that. You also see some of the lint buildup, or whatever it is that's on the suede. We have a solution for that, and it's very simple. Some of you own at home already. A lint roller, duh. This part is pretty self-explanatory. You just take the lint roller all over the entire shoe and just pick up any debris. Pretty much evens out the suede. If you look, that's a lot of the fibers we collected. And now we got E6000 glue. The E6000 glue is going to be for the patches. Now see, I'm removing the patches from this shirt I had, but as I stated earlier in the video, I just have copped these patches off of Amazon. And I had put them on a shirt, but the shirt was just ugly, so I mean, I never wore it, never did anything with it. Fast forward some, and so we're just putting a little bit more glue over top of these. These patches were actually iron-on patches, but I just don't trust that, so I will put glue in the back, and once again, I'm putting glue in the back again. And this video is really going to show how teachable, things are when you're trying to do DIY projects. I feel like a lot of times things look so effortless, and then when you go to do it, you be like, what the fuck? And this video is going to show that it's not like that. Because as you can see here, as I place this on this shoe, I'm like, oh man, it's not fitting. But instead of me trying to find a solution, I'm just trying to fit it on there. It's kind of how life is. Some things just won't work. You got to maneuver it a different way. So now with the glue, I'm like, hold up. Is this patch going to fit? Nah, that still don't look right. So I'm like, hold on, wait, okay. Let's see if we can cover up all the excess glue with another patch. And I'm like, nah, that still look phony. Like the layering, but I don't like the way it just looks like patches stuck on a shoe. Like that wasn't the vibe I was going for. Like I would rather wear the shoe with the hole. So then we tried another patch, and I'm like, you know what? None of these look right. Like none of them. So at that point I gave up and started over. When we started over, I decided you have to fill the shoe up And then we have to now cover this big spot of glue from all the glue that I put on there. And we still got that hole, of course. Showing some dirt in the back of the shoe that you can clean out with white toothpaste. And you got some suede pollen on the back of the shoe. That suede pollen can be remedied with a razor, like a dollar razor is what I would recommend. But here I was just using scissors because that's what I had like nearby. And as you can see, it wasn't really that effective. But what I will recommend is that if you use like a dollar razor, you will be able to accomplish, much better results. And so now is where I'm discovering like, okay, these patches not going to fit, but this is how I kind of want it to look. So we have to cut it. And like that's the thing about being like a natural creative. It's always easy for you to find a solution. So when you cut it, you have to worry about it fraying. And typically I would have burnt it, like held a lighter to it and just like, burnt it. But I didn't have a lighter nearby, so clear nail polish is next up. Clear nail polish is a great solution for a lot of things when you have like fraying ends and stuff like that. Whether it just be like, something you're sewing or something that you already have at home. So we're just gonna dab a little bit of it. You don't really want it to be too visible when it's clear, but you don't want it to look all thick, and because nail polish is an acrylic, it kind of builds up. Dry that bad boy off. Close that nail polish because if that shit fall. And now I'm just kind of like working on patch placement. Just putting it right on there, cutting it. Savage. Look at me. R. Savage. What a savage. He doesn't even care. Ooh, look at that layering. Boy, oh boy. That looks good. I had posted these on Instagram like when I was done them. And so many people were asking me like, oh my gosh, who are those? And I'm like, who did Vans collaborate with? And I ain't respond to the messages because I want them to watch the video. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, damn, maybe Vans needs to collaborate with me. I think that would be a great idea. Like this video if you think that's a great idea. Or comment below. I mean, if I did a collaboration, it wouldn't be no like something like this. It would probably be some more like lit stuff. But as you can see, I kind of cut around where the other patch would be, so that way the patch is being glued to the shoe, not the other patch, because then I could just see that coming up instantly. And you don't really have to use patches this big. Smaller patches would result in a greater aesthetic, in my opinion. But I really do like the big patches. Just in case a little bit of it showing. Definitely wanted to clean that up. Just applying a little bit more pressure on there. Glue like this takes a long time to dry. And I was trying to like rush the process, for the sake of the video. Because I didn't do this before I did the video. So, yeah. And that one wasn't glued down, by the way. But now these shoes are like super glued tight. Like, shit's not coming off. And that's how we got the first hole. Because I used E6000 glue. And this is a little on-feet jiffy. Yo, this is the first time in a long time I wore pants that weren't skinny. But I was really just chilling in the house. But I like the pants with the shoes. Honestly, it kind of complement them. Something a little different. I really like getting into DIYs because it's something when I was a lot younger and I had a lot more free time I would do. I was always very creative. And now just jumping back into that. I'm starting to feel like this YouTube shit is a lot more fun than just showing y'all like unboxings and shoes and stuff like that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all fuck with this version of the Vans that I created. Alright, boss stars. So today this DIY was somewhat successful. My only problem is I kind of think that I'm not crazy about the design itself based on the patches I used. I really kind of like it though, but I guess Sydney and Shay wasn't filming, so that might have thrown me off. But I like it. The thing is, this would probably be way doper with a new pair of Vans. But, I mean, the purpose of this video ultimately is to use a pair of Vans that you already have or a pair of shoes that you already have that are kind of like ran through the mud and just to kind of spruce them up a little bit. I'm all for repurposing, recycle, reuse, all of that good shit. My thing is, though, just whatever you do, be sure that you choose patches wisely. And cutting the patches isn't necessarily the best thing. But I actually like the idea that it looks like it's a patch that should have been. It kind of makes it look way more professional than if it was just like random patches glued on it. And so, yes, this is another patch video. But at the end of the day, you could have spruced it up using a lot of other things. I was going to use safety pins, but I just like the minimalistic look of just these three. And of course, also in repurposing them, you know, clean the sole with some white toothpaste. Use a lint roller to clean up some of the suede. And where it is piling, where the suede is piling, you could use a razor, either electric razors or just like a dollar little razor like that. So there's just a couple tips and tricks to help you repurpose your Vans. I hope you enjoyed the video, Boss Dons. And stay untouchable. Godspeed.